I'm in Hawaii. We are live for Game Changer Wrestling HawiiMania. This is TEW GCW episode 29. As always, let's get started with our scramble, but this time, a superstar scramble. Introducing first, he is the boss of the plains, the one called Menders. Introducing second, he is the root of all evil, Charles Mason. Introducing third, you can't deny Danny O'Ryan. Introducing fourth, Flying Ryan O'Neal. Introducing fifth, he is the base god, Gringo Loco. And introducing your sixth and final participant, he is the indie god, Matt Cardona. 27 off the bat. In a decent match, Mason defeated Manders, O'Ryan, O'Neal, and Sturdy, plus Cardona in 12-21. Mason submitted Matt Cardona. 51-70, 49, 28, 46, 55 for Manders, Mason, O'Ryan, O'Neal, Mistretta, and Cardona. Manders was off his game. 50, 27, 59 for wrestling crowd and segment. And about the head, good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Orso and Stackhouse defeated Janela's in 11:55 when Stackhouse submitted Janela. Orso and Stackhouse makes defense number 11 of the tag titles. 60, 64, 58, 45. Joey Janela was the weak. Down the line, that was 60 Stackhouse, 64 Orso, 58 Bane, 45 Janela, 57, 34, 60 for the wrestling crowd and segment. And about the head, subpar wrestling in Little Heat, Teriyaki defeated Tony Deppen in 9:41. The match was designed to calm the crowd. 35-42 for Yaki and Deppen. Yaki was off his game. 38-17, 41 for the wrestling crowd and segment. And about the head, decent wrestling, but Little Heat. Gavin Nash defeated Junie Underwood in 9:36 by pinfall with a fireball press. The match was designed to lift the crowd. 39-42 for Ash and Underwood. Ash was off his game. 41-15, 42 for the wrestling crowd and segment. In a awful wild brawl, Slade defeated Shire in 10:08. 23-37 for Slade and Shire. 30-16-32. God damn, for the wrestling crowd and segment. And about the head, decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Marcus Mathers, Philly's finest, defeated Davey Bang in 10:07 by pinfall with a Bozo Buster. 60 and 25 for Davey Bang. 43, 24, 49 for the wrestling crowd and segment. In a decent match, La Trolla Vipers defeated Jimmy fucking Lloyd in 10-21 by pinfall. 57-38 for Vipers and Lloyd. 47-31, 49 for the crowd, or wrestling crowd and segment. Mason double duty as well as O'Ryan, and about that, great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Mason defeats O'Ryan, making defense number 1 of the GCW World Title. 64 segment, 28 crowd, 62 wrestling, 69-55 for Mason and O'Ryan. And it's time, Little Sicko makes his entrance for the Game Changer Wrestling World Championship match against Effie 72 segment. As we would see the world champion Effie alongside his minion Danhausen make their entrance for Effie to defend his championship against Little Sicko the Clown. 58 segment rating as we go. And out the head, superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Little Sicko defeats Effie in 11:44 by pinfall. During the match, we saw Hooded Lackey 03 and 04 attack Effie. Little Sicko is your Game Changer Wrestling World Champion. 69 for Sicko, 58 for Effie, 64, 36, 64 for Wrestling Crowd and Segment. After the shocking event, we would see Sicko sit in the ring with the GCW World title clutched to his chest as the two hooded figures stare at him. That'd be the case until Ray Robinson steps in between the hood figures. He looks left, he looks right. They take off their masks, and it is Vandal 48. Atticus Cogar. It has been Ray Robinson the entire time. Otis and Napier are back. Atticus pulls out a mic and he says, Sicko, turn around. And it's all four of the other hooded figures. The hooded woman, the leader of the hooded figures, and 01 and 02 of the lackeys. And it's Schism, Joseph Sawyer, Jagger Reed, Rip Fowler, and Ava Rain. By now, Sicko and Effie have both risen to their feet. They would be so lost looking at Schism to the point where they don't even notice Atticus, Napier, and Otis sneak into the ring and attack them. The four members of Vandal and, the four members of Schism and the three members of Vandal stand tall as Atticus Cogar is officially back in Game Changer Wrestling.
I was born in a cane-field hush with a Bible on the dash. Mama said, boy, keep your head down and don't go where the crows fly past. I took the road by the bayou bend, past the rusted neon sign. Saw a man in a black felt coat leaning on a moonshine line. He said, son, I know your name. I felt that gravel in my bones. The dogs went quiet on the fence and the night leaned close alone. I met the devil down by the river, met the devil in the mud. He shook my hand like a sinner and he smiled with a red-eyed love. I met the devil down by the river. He knew every wound I had. I said, if you want my soul, he said, boy, you already gave it twice. He wore my granddaddy's watch and a ring with a cracked black stone. Said everybody pays their rent in this world all on their own. He showed me a room of doors, each one carved with my own sin. One for the lies I told my wife, one for the fire I kept within. He said, son, you came to me like a seed comes back to dirt. The porch lamp flickered twice and my name burned through my shirt. I met the devil down by the river, met the devil in the mud. He shook my hand like a sinner and he smiled with red-eyed love. I met the devil down by the river. He knew every wound I had. I said, if you want